Hey, hello! Hello, welcome to stream. If my mic sounds awful, it's because it is. I'm sorry in advance. Alright. Getting everything loaded. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm really excited to play this game. Alright, I'm so freaking excited. You have no idea. We're gonna switch to this. Okay, I'm gonna send out my email. Email? Sending out emails at this day and age? What am I doing? No, I'm gonna send out my message to everybody on social media. And all of my Discord channels. Alright. Highlight, copy, paste. Paste. Streams. Paste. And those two will update automatically. Or at least they should. Okay, cool. I think we're good. I'm gonna go message my mom. I don't know if she'll hop on, but I might as well. Okay. Live, baby. We live. Yep, there it is. There's my new message. Okay, and then the next one should be on that one. Alright. Yeah, how we feeling? I am so excited to play this game. You have no idea. Alright, I heard about it back when I was watching playthroughs of horror games in, like, high school. Oh, that's so fucking loud. That's so loud. Nevermind webcam-based emotion response is powered by Affectiva. Alright, cool. Oh, hang on. I wanna pause this. Hello, Varagath, how you doing? That's not what I want. I want the game capture, not the screen capture. Transition. Alright, let's go. Can I please? Oh my freaking gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. Due to the possible graphic nature of this game/simulation, player discretion is advised. Does my mic sound okay? It's kind of like sitting over to the side because I have the jankiest setup in the world right now. Anyway, this game's content deals with accounts of disturbing events that include violence, assault, and or other dramatizations of traumatic or intense situations and may trigger feelings of anxiety and or other emotional distress. By proceeding with this game, you indicate that you understand that the experience ahead of you could be disturbing and that it may evoke a strong psychological kind of being cupped. Yeah, that's fair. So my setup is it is a headset that plugs into the audio jack, not through a USB port, but has a separate little jack for a headphone or for a microphone that does not register with my computer if I plug it in through my headphones, so I have to plug it in through a different jack in my... It's fucking stupid. It's so stupid. It's so bad. So as long as I can be, like, understood, this is just a temporary fix until I figure out what's wrong with my gaming headset, because it's staticky and sounds weird. Okay. By proceeding with this game, you indicate that you understand that the experience ahead of you could be disturbing and that it may evoke a strong psychological and or physical response in the player and or to people watching the game as it's being played. Nevermind is developed to help players become more mindful of their feelings of stress and anxiety levels and help them practice managing those feelings of fear and stress. It is only to be used for entertainment and overall wellness purposes. This game has not been evaluated by the US FDA and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The consumer-grade sensors supported by Nevermind are not medical biofeedback devices, nor should they be considered medical instruments. Warning! Certain parts of the experience may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer and player discretion is advised. Sounds like a weird filter. Yeah, that's what I was hearing when I listened to some of my older VODs. I think the mic just sucks. Nevermind is meant to be a biofeedback enhanced experience. When played with any one of our supported technologies, the game will respond to perceived feelings of stress, fear, anger, and anxiety based on data we can interpret from your pulse and or subtle facial movements. You may notice a static filling the screen and other environmental changes. These responses are caused by the game perceiving feelings of heightened emotions. When Nevermind detects that you might be feeling scared or anxious, gameplay will become more challenging as a result of these environmental reactions. You must train yourself to calm down in the face of sensations of stress in order to become successful in playing Nevermind. Cool! Has an autosave feature, I love that. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. It's very fucking loud. Subtitles on. Censor. Input? That's fine. Data set. Need first heartbeat, no censor. Okay. I think it's because I don't have brightness. I'll turn that shit all the way up. Turn it up there. How's that? Okay. Alright. Let's go. I just adjusted this. Okay, so I don't think there's gonna be like a biofeedback thing, but that's okay. This is still going to be a really cool game without it. Opening day! Neurostalgia founders and elite employees greet clients and staff on the Institute's first day publicly open. I wonder if these are developers. That's a good portrait. I like that portrait. Neat. Whether you are a client or employee, touch anywhere on the screen to continue. Hello, Doctor. Our facial recognition sensors detect that you must be Neurostalgia's newest neuroprober. Welcome to the team. We can take care of the final registration details here. Press continue to proceed with the process. We appreciate you arriving extra early today. We find it helps to onboard new neuroprobers before colleagues and clients arrive. As a neuroprober, you will be delving into the subconscious mind of our clients to help them work through their struggles with psychological trauma. It is deeply important work, but work that requires a great deal of security and discretion. We will now proceed to verify your identity. The experience ahead will contain attention-disturbing scenes and situations. These scenarios may trigger adverse reactions of participants who may be especially sensitive to narratives and imagery involving psychological trauma. By proceeding forward, you take full responsibility for what you may experience ahead. Do you agree to this? I agree. Please provide the following information. That's my name. We see you came wearing your assigned iStalgia device. Thank you for your compliance with standard policy. You may notice tips and points of interaction within the Institute and will be highlighted by the lens. Hey, hello! Good to see you. Am I dropping frames? It looked like I was lagging. Am I lagging? No? Okay. I don't know, it just looks my looks like my VTuber's lagging a lot. Hang on, here's what we'll do. We'll change the graphics to like medium. Did that help? Not really. Okay. I'm so laggy today. I don't know why. I think it looks better now. Yes, I agree. Okay. Yes. Okay. Your first day registration is complete. Please proceed to the staff-only area behind you. Your iStalgia lens has been synced to your employee account and will grant you access through the doors. Thanks. Have the option to play this game in VR, but no thanks. Oh, can I go this way? No? Okay. I mean, all gender restrooms, we love to see it. Sensitivity is really high, so we're gonna actually lower my mouse sensitivity. There we go, that's a bit better. There's my office! Ooh. Hey, how you doing? How are you feeling today? Happy Monday. Here's my office. Even the most complicated knots sometimes need a hand to untie themselves. Interesting. Oh, it like highlights it down at the bottom. That's kind of cool. Trauma. It can happen to anyone at any time. The Mindscape knows. Alright. Well, that's good to know. Is there anything in here? What's this? I'm not done looking around yet. Hang on. I want this bookshelf. Peace from chaos. Look at that rat. Look at this rat in this guy's brain. Look at that homie. Your iStalgia lens. Wear it everywhere and go anywhere. Explore. It is recommended that neuroprobers wear their iStalgia device while neuroprobing and while in the Institute. Doing so eases the transition from the real world to the Mindscape, reducing fatigue, headaches, and disorientation. Your iStalgia lens truly is your neuroprobing sidekick. Think I know what Homeboy's problem is? Yeah, he's got a rat in his brain. Notes. I can't. Okay, I have to go around this way. That's silly. Examine. Oh, what? Can I just like... Oh, okay. Dear Dr. Flowers, let us be the first to warmly welcome you to the Neurostalgia Institute. This room is your office, and we trust that you will find everything you need to comfortably work here. Your iStalgia lens will log you into the primary computer just across from this desk. You can get started there whenever you feel ready. Once again, welcome to our small and elite team of neuroprobers. We feel honored to have you here working with us. Sincerely, the Neurostalgia Institute Board of Directors. Not even gonna greet me in person? Let's see how it is. Handbook. Neuroprobing. Oh, this is so much. Oh god, I don't know if I want to read all this. Okay, whatever. I think I understand. Client Intro Sim, a simulated mindscape constructed by Neurostalgia Institute to help with the new employee orientation. Percentage of imprint explored, 0%. Yeah, let's do this one. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Neat. I don't know why my VTuber's lagging so much. I'm sorry.
The Intro Sim is a simulated mindscape created by the Neurostalgia Institute to ensure new neuroprobers are fully prepared before working with their first client. Although not as complex as an actual client, the Intro Sim offers unique guidance to train and remind neuroprobers of the key principles and techniques of neuroprobing. We at the Neurostalgia Institute hope you enjoy this introductory simulation.
Things have become almost unbearable for me. And for my family. Nothing has helped. I guess that's why I'm here. So, if I just talk about my troubles, you'll be able to use it later to help with the procedure? Seems hard to believe, but you're the experts. I think many of my issues started when I was young. So, why don't we start with my childhood days, yes? Okay, let's see. I was raised in a lovely cottage in rural Germany. We didn't have much, but my twin sister,
Mr. Mortuary Assistant ran yesterday. I hope that went well.
It
went well. I ended up
actually
just
a
looking
great
up the
fan
last
for
ending
much of
because I
my
was
early
tired of playing the
childhood,
same game
and
over and over again,
often
and I wanted to get to this one.
we went without food.
So,
I had many happy moments with my family, but the darkest times began when my father remarried. My stepmother always resented my sister and me. We didn't like her much either, to be honest. God, she was horrible.
did you do the other
Sometimes she
secret
would take
ending?
my
No,
sister
I
and me out
tried,
for
and
long
turns
walks
out that
in
if
the
you just
forest,
run out of time, it's
and
the
then
same
she'd
one as
hurry
the other
home.
one.
My sister and I couldn't keep up, and we'd often get lost. We learned to leave a trail of whatever we could find on those walks to help us get home. I guess, in some ways, our stepmother helped us become resourceful.
I was tired of playing the same game, if we're being honest. I wanted to move on.
My sister is a real fighter. The kind of woman any girl or boy could look up to. She volunteers to work with various youth organizations now. Enough about her. Okay, what else? Maybe I should talk about my feelings, yes? You may find it hard to believe, but I've always struggled with various eating disorders and anxiety around food. Eating anything rich makes me feel scared. Anxious? It's hard to describe. My sister has actually experienced similar issues, and it has worsened for us both as we've gotten older. That's not normal, no, is it? We've seen countless doctors about this in the past. They've determined that our issues may be trauma-related, but have yet to help us sort out the underlying source.
Maybe your eating disorders are caused by the fact that you survived a famine.
Fix us?
Have you considered that?
That's why we're here.
Oh my god. Alright, let's go. Let's do the tutorial.
Welcome to Neuroprober Training. I am pleased to be your guide. When I'm speaking, you can always make a
Now it's not the time for your
motion
silly
to
logic.
skip the
It's not
instruction.
silly if it's logic. Okay, anyway. Let me out.
Whether you are speaking with the client directly or neuroprobing within their mind, it is always imperative to listen. You'll find that every detail of the subconscious is trying to tell its story. In the case of our clients, it's often the forgotten story of the trauma they experienced. Some parts of the client's memory may have become confused or corrupted by the conscious mind's attempts to reconcile or cover up the truth of what happened to them. However, if you look closely and carefully in the right places, you will find that the truth will ultimately shine through.
Okay. Bread.
Some parts of the subconscious allow you to interact with them, while neuroprobing, make a left-click motion to engage with it. Holding on to right-click will allow you to move the item around to examine it further. When you are done, you can make a left-click motion again, and it will return to its natural position.
Big ass bread. Boat. Cupcake. I feel like I'm moving so quickly.
While neuroprobing, you will encounter objects that look like photographs.
Maybe you're a
This is
small
how your
child?
consciousness
Probably.
interprets the concrete memory moments it finds within the client's psyche. Typically, there are about 10 of these memory photos found in each psyche. The mind can only hold on to so much. You'll find that half of these photos present an actual moment relating to the trauma. The other half tend to be false memories created by the client's conscious mind. It will ultimately be up to you to determine which are which. More on that later.
My stepmother hated my twin sister and me. Okay.
When you acknowledge a memory photo, it will surface more prominently in the client's psyche, and at that point can be found in a safe area of the mind, often where you begin within the client's mind. When you
Yeah, that
have
sounds
found
like a smart
all
idea
10
tutorial
photos,
person, yeah.
you must put 5
Don't
of the
dump too
memories
much
that
on
actually
me.
represent the trauma in the proper order. Doing so will, at last, fully release the memory to the client's conscious mind. Often he or she will experience a breakthrough at this moment. That breakthrough is what every neuroprober lives for and is the key to the client finally being able to work towards true recovery.
All right.
The most important thing you do as a neuroprober is find and acknowledge these photos. However, this is easier said than done. While some photos are freely available in the subconscious, others are buried deeply within and will need to be coaxed out.
We'd often eat rabbit stew. Okay. Dear Brett, go away. Love your stepmom. Okay. Oh, can't go that way yet. Okay. Oh, there's another piece over there that I haven't looked at yet. Shifting mind.
Interacting
Oh.
with one part of the mind can sometimes open up new
Open.
areas of the psyche. Some things, like these doors, can change their state in response to actions taken elsewhere.
Let's go! Yeah, I think I'm definitely a small child. Look at how big these doors are. The trail of rocks that they left for themselves. Aww. My sister saved me from becoming dinner?
The subconscious doesn't take kindly to intruders and will take every opportunity to
Interesting.
feed off of any sensations of anxiety or tension you offer to it. If you can, try to stay calm and peaceful, even in the face of terror. If you can calm yourself, you'll find the subconscious will calm itself too.
It's a weird update for Slender the Arrival. You know, I tried playing that game and I just can't. Alright, well, let's follow the trail of stones that they left for themselves.
Here's an example of a particularly buried memory. Some details of a given trauma can be especially tenacious, but by gently and cleverly listening to the clues the mind gives you,
Tried
you will
playing
find
8
all you
pages
need
and
to
yeah,
work
nope.
through it. Just think of it as a puzzle for you to solve. When you focus on these puzzles, make a right-click motion if you need to break your concentration.
Okay. I played Slender the Arrival, and I got up to, God, how many, is it 8 pages? I got up to, I only needed one more page, and I knew it was in the bathroom. And so I'm making my way over there, scared out of my mind, and Slender Man just pops up right in front of me out of freaking nowhere. I screamed bloody murder and turned around and ran, and when it stopped turning staticky, I just turned the game off. And I have not played it since. Oh! The birds would never sing for us. That's unfortunate. That's sad. Feels like a little fairy tale. Yeah, I believe Slenderman is when I decided that I was never going to play horror games. And now here I am. Not going to react. Not going to react. Okay. Well. I'm walking so fast. Hello, baby. I don't actually know if it can... I don't know if it can sense my reactions to anything. A terrible fire burned our home down. Okay.
While neuroprobing, your consciousness is lost deep inside the subconscious.
I'm never
mind
going
of the
back to
client.
Slender the Arrival. No,
Though
thank you.
this is a journey that you must make alone, we at the Neurostalgia Institute take the safety of our neuroprobers very seriously. If you need to access any of your neuroprober tools or pull your consciousness free, press your finger where an escape key might be. This will bring up your neuroprober tools and you can proceed as needed from there.
Oh, I like that. Press your finger where an escape key would be, assuming that you're like actually walking around in here. The ending isn't worth it anyway. I literally looked it up because I was like, I'm not fucking playing this. So I'll just look it up and figure out what it is. Oh, daylight. I got 5 whole pictures. That door opened. Okay.
Do you remember when I mentioned that the client's subconsciousness can feed off of your fear? Some uniquely vulnerable areas can be very sensitive and dangerous. When you place your consciousness in another's subconsciousness, there is a risk of you getting hurt, of the pain and turmoil of the client's psyche drawing your own mind into its agony. You must be brave in these areas despite the risk. You must stay calm. Should you let your fears get the best of you, it will be incredibly difficult to proceed unharmed.
So am I just supposed to like stare down a wolf or something? Well, I don't have any. Alright, well. We're pulling Labyrinth.
You
Oh.
can even pick up and walk around with some objects. To do so, interact with it, and then start walking while holding on to it.
Thank you, Owl. I'm sure I need this. Labyrinth rules, just follow one edge, and you'll eventually find your way out. Never mind. That did not help. We need to go inside? Why do I have a rock? Don't understand. What happened to my rock? Where'd it go? Where am I? Ooh, your girl is lost. That's okay, I know how to get back here. Okay. Oh. That was it? Is that all I had to do? Oh. Yeah, it was all I had to do. I thought I had to walk around with it. Let's over this way. A little piano. G? I don't know what G is. I can't play piano. Alright, well, the piano says G. There's the rocking horse. That is a deer without a head. Is the light over? No. Okay, this is where I came from. Piano with a G, there's a little rocking horse, a deer without a head. I can go this way. Another rock. Gib rock. Bong. Oh, everything like died. It's all dark now. Perfect fifth above the sea. Duh, obviously. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have known that. Can you not? Can I pick it up? Okay. I prefer if you didn't throw baby heads at me, actually. That would be great. A squirrel! Ooh. Oh, now it's winter. It's snowing and I'm so cold. Papa? Papa, where are you? Papa, where are you? That's not ominous at all. Homeboy's missing his head. There's another one over there. A frog! I love frogs. I will say it is a little bit spooky. And this is just the tutorial. Oh, oven. Cool, cool. Another oven.
Remember, this is just a simulation created by the Neurostalgia Institute. The psyches of actual clients will likely be more complex and often much more terrifying.
Thanks. That instills so much confidence in me. The house was a trap. Children would be cooked and eaten there. Is this seriously Hansel and Gretel? I didn't want to believe it was, but it is, isn't it? Ooh. Spooky music. These are some fucking cool ass bridges. Look at that. take us to the forest to die, but we would leave a trail to find our way back home. One time, we got very lost. Ooh, wobbly. Bug. Oh my god, it is Hansel and Gretel. God damn it.
When your consciousness is in another subconsciousness, your psyches will inevitably intermingle. Just as the client's mind can affect you, you will see parts of yourself reflected in the mind of the client. Tread lightly and tread carefully.
It's the practice one, alright? It's fine. I can't be too upset. Bones and a cupcake. There's a heart on the bottom of the cupcake. Okay, sure that's not important. Alright, so we got... Oh, poor Bunny. Okay, so we got a G on the piano. What even is this game? A fever dream? Perfect comparison? Yeah, it basically is, yeah. This is just the tutorial level. So this isn't even like real spooky. Is this like Candy Mountain or some shit? Like what is going on? Gotta go to Candy Mountain. Owl. Ooh. Oh, it's flesh. Oh, that's infinitely worse. Squirrel. Okay. Covered in bugs.
At Neurostalgia, we take great measures to ensure our neuroprober's safety as best we can. However, you are about to proceed through a highly dangerous area that you must face alone. If the client's subconscious becomes too volatile, you will be automatically removed from this area of the mind and taken to a safer area of the mind. Use this as an opportunity to collect yourself. When you're ready, you'll be able to easily return to where you left off to battle the darkness and chaos that has taken root in the client's subconscious.
Cool. I was bitten by an animal in my sleep. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Let's look around outside first. Got a headless deer. Is there anything else I can interact with? Okay, I can't take this with me. You're back gonna put some food in the oven? Okay. Okay. See you soon. So that feather doesn't do anything. Oh, it sounds bad, too. Oh, it sounds fleshy. That's bad to listen to. I don't like that. Alright, let's go, find an evil witch. Ooh, candy. Ah! Nevermind. How am I supposed to get across here? Is there a pattern? I don't think there's a pattern. Ah! 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 Yeah, that's definitely how this was supposed to happen. That's lovely. Ah. Okay. Let me through. Let me through. ever. Oh, I got put in the oven. Oh? Did I survive? Looks like I survived. It was the worst birthday ever. Yeet! Bonnie Rabbit. Yeah, so Suits, the premise of this game is to make my way through a client's subconscious to try and unlock their repressed memories so that they can start processing their trauma. It's pretty neat. And it apparently gets harder as you get scared, but I don't think I have any of the sensors. Like, it's not registering my webcam, so, and I don't have a heart rate monitor sensor. So I think we're just going to be raw dogging it, but that's okay, because it's still atmospheric enough on its own. It just makes the game, like, staticky and stuff if you get scared. It doesn't actually change how the game is played. It just makes it harder to see. We survived! Oh? We were lost, but we found a home that looked nice. Okay. And then, so I have to go through and I have to find all 10 memories, 5 of which are real, 5 of which are fake. And then I have to put them in order to figure out what happened. Alright, sort memories. I think my stepmother hated my twin sister and me. She would take us to the forest to die, but we would leave a trail and find our way back home. One time we got very lost. We were lost, but we found a house that looked nice. The house was a trap. Children would be cooked and eaten here. My sister saved me from becoming dinner. I'm pretty sure this is it. I think so. I think if I get it right, I think I win. I think it just automatically puts me in the new. Did I do it?
Oh my god. It's
Yeah,
all
I did it.
rushing back to me. It's so awful, and I don't want to remember, but yes, I
So
now
yeah, it
know
was
the
Hansel and
face
Gretel.
of my demon. My sister and I. We were taken out into the woods by my stepmother for one of her nighttime walks. We'd usually find our way back by leaving a trail of whatever we could grab before the walk. Marbles, pieces of paper, even pebbles. However, one night, she took us deep, deep into the woods. We brought some bread to leave a trail of crumbs, but the forest creatures must have eaten. We were lost, so lost. We tried to find our way back, but it was so dark, and we were in a very strange part of the woods. We were lost for days, hungry and tired. We finally found a house and were so hopeful that someone might be able to help us. That house, though, that house was no ordinary house. It looked like candy, and there was something off about it. We shouldn't have gone in, but it was a prison for lost children like us. There was a woman in the house who would fatten her prisoners up and try to eat them, and that was going to be our fate. I was first. She tricked me into getting close to the oven, and before I
Oh
knew
my
it,
god,
I was inside. If it weren't for my clever sister Gretel pulling me out in time,
they even just
I would have
fucking
been
say
burned
their
alive.
names.
We escaped that house and found our way home. After that, things started to get better. Our awful stepmother passed away, and my family came into some wealth. I guess.
Hi. Hello. They literally said Gretel. Like,
I
it
guess
is
we just
Hansel and
those
Gretel.
events. I mean, how could you live with those images and memories inside your mind?
Yeah.
Then again, they were always there. The old woman still torturing us beyond memory, beyond time. However, I can now confront my past, confront this trauma.
Trauma.
Thank you. It is better to know than not to know.
Congrats, dude. I'm glad I was able to help. And I am going to take this moment, well, to take a pee break. Because I really gotta pee. Alright. Cool. Okay, so, be right back screen. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, okay? See you then. Okay, I'm back. How's everyone doing? That's a good question. I was about to just go back to the game without switching back to my live scene. That was very silly of me. I'm doing okay. I am going out of town this weekend, so there's not going to be a Friday stream again because I'm going to a convention. All right. What's this mean? Client number 251 reports feelings of scopophobia that have heightened since her mother's death. Has no conscious recollection of any traumatic events happening in the past. Oh, I know this one. I ask as if I know anime. It's Anime Week in Atlanta. It's the biggest anime convention in the Southeast. I know this one. Let's do this one. It's my home convention. Like, it's genuinely my favorite. why my VTube is lagging so much. Cat's yowling.
I guess I don't know where to start. Anywhere? Okay.
Have fun with that. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to
I've
it.
been a real estate agent for the past 20 years. I graduated from a small college just about half an hour from here, actually. I've never been married. I have no siblings. I've always loved cats. I hate churches. I guess I've always been a little bit of a loner. I really hate how people look at me. Especially lately. I've honestly felt pretty, I don't know, normal. Until about a couple of years ago, after my mother's death. That was when things started to come apart. Do you ever feel like people are just staring at you? Like when you walk into a room and everyone knows something they're not telling you? I don't know, I just feel awful when I'm around people. Guilty, angry, and, I had a pretty happy childhood. My dad passed away when I was just a kid. My mother told me that he died in a car accident. I don't remember that day, though. Maybe I was too young. My dad and I always played jigsaw puzzles together. He was a businessman. I remember him always talking about the family finances. My mom and I were never all that close, but I do miss her. She loved her wine. Lord, I don't know why this is happening to me. I was the perfect little girl.
Alright, so now I gotta go figure out why her life is falling apart. What trauma happened in this little girl's life that made her the way she is now? I know this one because this is like the demo one that everybody played. So, I know this one. Ooh. Looks very different from the demo though. Wow. Me having a tea party. It was so hot that day. I remember being so thirsty. Doors open. Time to go home. A tea party. Tea party. Can I pick these up? Is there anything on the bottom? Doesn't look like it. Well, these are nice teacups. I was about to say tea glasses. It's a nice teacup. Alright, she lives in a cute little suburb. With a nice little tire swing out front. Can I push it? No? Okay. Alright, let's go home. Let's go inside. If I'm thirsty, we gotta go get something to drink, right? What's in here? Past due. Okay. Oh, I like this wallpaper. Do you see the static on the screen?
How late are they? Why can't you pay the bill?
I'm trying.
It's your fault.
You pay them then.
Oh. We're having a fight? Wow, this is so different. Wow. Time to bring my dad back by just turning up the thermostat. Santa Claus is coming. Aww. Hi, Bagel. So, okay, well I don't think there's anything for me here yet.
hun. Don't you bother, hun. Not right now, okay? I'm in the shower right now.
Kitchen. Wow, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. Modern casseroles and more. Recipes that you can leave alone. Pay bills, take a shower, pour a drink. Tips for dinners when you have other things going on. Bread. Okay. Evidently this is not the place to go just yet. Go back into the hallway. This is it. I'm going to ask my father.
Turn the lights off and go to sleep, honey.
Past due. Past due. Past due. To see the dark, you must kill the light. I don't know if I want to turn the light off just yet. It's a little spooky. Well, let's go ahead and turn it off. Oh! Whoa! Let me just, casually put these back. What's that? Ooh. That's a cool picture. Gun permit, Daddy. Huh. Milk? Gun. Sorrow. That one hit hard. Be right back, my food should be done now. Okay. Daddy and his letters. He never wanted to play after the mailman brought new ones. Oh, I wonder why. The solutions to that which lies before you can be realized through that which lies behind. That's fun. Okay, I think we're done in here though. Oh, why are you bleeding? I didn't see that. Oh, never mind, that isn't... Oh. Mommy's favorite drink was grown-up grape juice. It smelled gross. Ooh, trippy. It's trippy. Whee. Ugh. Yo. The house itself is bloody and falling apart now. You spilled. Mommy always waved goodbye to Daddy when he drove to work. That door looks like it's leaking. That's fine.
your father?
You hear her crying?
Not right now, okay?
And the walls are like seeping down. Oh, it looks like blood. Oh, it's even better than it originally was. He died in a car accident, Mommy said. She was so sad. She hated questions about it. Why is everything unplugged? Alright. They really like spell it out for you in this one. Oh, this looks so fucking good. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Get your own damned milk!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Look at him wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Do I follow the spilled milk? I'm gonna follow the spilled milk. I feel like that is the way to go. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Is it this way? No. Not that way. Here we go. Mom and Dad were never home. It was pretty lonely. Yeah, that sounds lonely. Oh! Where? What? Are these body bags? Like, wiggle, 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 ooh, woo. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Well, I got my milk. Delicious and perfect for a late afternoon drink after playing tea party with your toys. Just don't spill me. That would make them hurt themselves, isn't that right? Why did you have to spill me? Why did you have to make Mommy and Daddy so angry? Good question. For empty bottles of wine. Adult grape juice. Alright, I think that's everything in here.
How's your father, hon?
Sorry, Daddy's dead.
I didn't like that.
How late are
I
you?
have it under control.
Why can't you pay the bills?
I'm trying.
It's your fault.
You pay them that.
Got a little bit more intense this time. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay. Can I... Please don't scream at me. I said please don't scream at me! That was unnecessary. I am just walking here. Alright, that was not needed. Okay. I'm gonna have to get through there. Can I get it from this side? No, because I can't get over there. That's unfortunate. Okay. There we go. Interact. Puzzles. Missing a piece. Where's the last piece? Do you see it anywhere? It's in the plate by the door. Oh, thank you. Good spot there. Can I not pick that up? Oh no, that's not. Okay. Good eye. Looks like a funeral. Hello. Thank you. Me trying to pour some milk. I made such a mess. Moo. Okay. I think that's all I need to... Ooh. Puzzle. Bills. Daddy's sad. Okay, I just want to put it back. Okay, I think now I need to go outside. Is that cow watching you? Yes, it was. Something opened. I only need 3 more pictures and then I will be able to decide what 5 make up this girl's story. To the garage! Past due bills. Let's play some Frogger. Oh my god. How many scenarios are there in this? I think I saw like 3 other patients. There might only be a couple patients, but this is also just like my first playthrough, so I don't know. We'll see. But I only remember watching like the super early development portion of this game, and it looks infinitely better. This looks so good. Are they spaced out at all, or are they all... Are they all the same distance apart? No, there's definitely... I want the closure to the story, but this is heavy as fuck. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Ugh!
Stay away from the cars.
Yeah, you don't say.
Stay away from the cars, honey. Stay out of the way.
Okay. It's fine. That one's super close. Alright, we're gonna go now. Figure it out. Yeah, that's why all the warnings are there. This is not a light game. Me going upstairs. Daddy was usually up there working. Maybe we could play puzzles if he isn't too bad. God.
Figure it out.
Is that brain matter? I don't know. Is it? It might be. Bitch, I'm trying. What's up?
Figure this out.
Nice. Ah! I don't like sudden noises. Milk. I'm gonna go this way.
Figure it out.
Ooh. Okay, not that way. It's a dead end. It's also a dead end. Okay. I went the wrong way. Up we go. Ah, yeah, this was the correct way. I hear the honking.
Go away.
Aww. Hi, Daddy.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Ooh, I don't like all these like sudden loud noises at all.
Figure this out.
I know that's like part of the thing, but I just don't like it.
Figure this out.
This is getting rather unsettling. That's the point. That is definitely the point of this game. It's supposed to make you stay calm in the face of unsettling and anxiety-inducing events.
Figure it out.
I'm getting there. Can you stop with the beeping now? Ew. Ugh. Hello. Just. Alright, cool. Truth. Lie. Oh, they're all looking at me. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Gun. Where did I come from? Is this where I came from? That's where I came from. Alright, guess I gotta go this way. Okay, well, nom nom, bitch, let's go. Or are they following you? I don't know. Get me the fuck out of there. That was creepy as hell. Alright. As far as I remember, there's only one more scenario that we still need to see. Oh, interesting. Ooh, I love the warping of the music. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm tripping out. Oh, that was hard to look at. Hello. Oh, now they're all staring at me. Don't love that. Ah! I got bonked. Oh, God, this all looks so much better! Oh, I'm so excited! Look at me. Okay. Milk. Can I pick it up? No? Okay. Not quite enough? That ought to be enough. There we go. Yeah, you're going. You're fine. Okay. Alright, that one's going. It's all milk. Those eyes are looking at you? Yeah, of course they are. I'm helping them open. Of course they're looking at me. Alright, there we go. Hello, Papa. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. What is Daddy eating? Oh. Oh. What is Daddy eating? Yeah, these guys are all staring at me. Anyway, let's go piece this together. Ooh, oh, this is pretty. That's really pretty. I can't look at the screen when I'm going up like this. That hurts my head. Alright, out we go. Okay, I believe that is all the photos. So now I get to pick it and figure out which ones went first. So we have me having a tea party. It was so hot that day, I remember being so thirsty. Daddy and his letters. He never wanted to play after the mailman brought new ones. Mommy's favorite drink was grown-up grape juice. It smelled gross. Mom and Dad were never home. It was pretty lonely. He died in a car accident, Mommy said. She was so sad. She hated questions about it. Me trying to pour some milk. I made such a mess. Mommy always waved goodbye to Daddy when he drove to work. Me going upstairs. Daddy was usually up there working. Maybe we could play puzzles if he isn't too mad. ... What is Daddy eating? So I gotta figure out what order to put these in. Pretty sure it's tea party. So she was thirsty, so she went inside to pour some milk, but she spilled it. So she tries to go see Daddy. What is Daddy eating? There we go. And now we get the breakthrough moment.
I remember now. I was playing tea party out in my yard one day, and I got thirsty, so I went inside to pour myself a glass of milk. It slipped from my hands and spilled everywhere. I went to tell my mom, but she was taking a shower. So I went to tell my father. He was upstairs in his bedroom, and when I opened the door, he had a gun in his mouth. He looked at me, and then he shot himself. He shot himself. It was so terrible. I couldn't remember what happened. So my mom, she must have made up the story of the car accident to protect me from ever remembering. But I guess I always knew that was a lie. I always knew.
Heavy shit, man. So, when I first heard of this game, that was the only level that was available, and it was like super duper early access. Like, none of the graphics were finalized, everything was dark, and it was hard to see anything, and like none of the mannequins had any like feeling to them or anything like that. It was all like very, very baseline game, like just sort of polygons to fill things in some places. So seeing it like fully updated is so freaking cool to me. Alright. Next one. Okay, so we have 3 more. What? Oh, what? Interesting. I'm gonna head out now. Have a good rest of your night. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know this one is weird. It's very, very interesting. Have a good night. I'll see you Wednesday. A homeless individual taken in after a public episode found incoherent and belligerent. It is suspected that trauma may be involved. Standard pre-neuroprobing interview was unable to be properly performed. Interesting. We have... Oh. Ooh, there's spas? We'll do that later. I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna do this next one. Let's go!
You should come to hell with me someday. I'm a monster.
Oh.
No, they're the monsters. Everyone calls me sick. Well, they're sick. Their complaints about dropped calls and thread count.
Count.
Count the mistakes.
Ooh.
Count the mistakes. There's blood on the mistakes. My mistakes. Not my blood. Not my blood.
Ooh.
Why is it not my blood? I didn't save the world. What kind of goddamn world is it to save?
Ooh, this one's interesting. Alright. Here's where the memories come back. Okay. No loitering. No panhandling, trespassing, loitering at any time. Oh, can I recycle this? I like this music. More cans. I'm sure that's gonna be important at some point. Okay, so remember there's cans. Watch for turning vehicles. Oh, fountain. Oh, this neat little rocket slide. Can I climb up in here? Anything? Got anything? No? Okay. A fountain. Throw your future to the fire and return changed. What? What the fuck are you on about? Oh! Hey! Oh, coin. Can I use it to... Ah, no, give me my money back. Okay, they're not staring at me. Well, I'm gonna go recycle all these cans. Get a bunch of money. I thought there was another one here. Guess not. Okay, nothing here. A dead rat. Okay, nothing else here. A can. A beer can. I know that because it says beer on it. This is a big map. Can I just pick up multiple cans at once? Is that allowed? No? Shoot. Okay, well. Okay. What? There was another one. What happened to it? So many. Okay, there's for sure 4 more cans there. Ah! Damn it. Can I, like, move faster? Which way is it? I don't remember. I think it's like dead center. There's really no convenient way for me to get there, huh? What? Okay, well, let's go figure out what I can do with coins, I guess. Maybe it's the red one? Huh. Y'all got any ideas? Cause I sure as fuck don't. Oh! What? What? Ah! What? Alright, we have officially entered the spooky zone. Okay. My parents never understood me. Ooh.
These hotel sheets really gross.
No, man.
Thank God. Soft.
saving and who you were destroying. You never felt good and you never felt safe. What's up? You got some tickle bitties for a mannequin. Come down. What? What? I'm so confused. Something's under there? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Huh? Okay, hang on, hang on. I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't know, I just be clicking shit. Oh! No loitering. Detour goes down, that goes that way. Watch for exit to street. Hang on. Let's go find out. Do not play on or around, go straight up. Okay. That's that way. I don't know which way this goes. Let's try flipping this around. That goes that way, that goes that way. No. I don't know. Oh my gosh. No, it cannot point down. I'm about to look this up because I'm so confused. I thought I had it, and apparently I don't. I thought that they had to point the same way that the signs around us were pointing, so like detour points down, caution is face up, and then there's the ones on the outside, like there's the stop sign, there's the watch for turning vehicles, there's this guy. So I assumed that it's all the same, but I don't think it is, and now I can't. Maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna look this up. What patient are we on? Handbook. Do you know what patient we're on? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I missed a memory. Fuck. Pick up a painting. What kind of barricade? Interact with each sign until it's facing right side up. Okay, it's literally that easy. I'm just an idiot. I love that. Okay. Oh my god! Who are you? I don't like your face. No return. Okay. Die, dream, repeat. Count your blessings. Okay. Count your blessings. 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. Oh wait, no. There's some rats. 5, 6, 3. Hey, I got it. Oh, hang on. Let me move my Okay. Okay. Ooh, they're golden. Oh, I don't like that. There was something wrong with me. I wasn't normal. Why weren't you normal? What's say to you? What's up? Okay. What's over there too? What's in here? Got some pills? Ooh! Am I big tripping now? Oh. So, oh. Don't like that. Oh, another painting. But sometimes to save something, you have to destroy something else. Boo! Hello, J-Man! Thank you so much for the raid! How's it going? How was stream? I really need to get a notification that people raid me. I need to put that on there. Something different with your mic? Yeah, my normal headset is dying, like it's all staticky and sounds awful. So I'm switching back to my janky ass separate headset and mic setup, which is frankly embarrassing. And it works well enough. I just gotta get a new headset. Self-loathing and distrust never left my side. The most unexpected thing would give them voice and power. Ooh. Did I unlock everything? Hang on, where'd it go? You are still a failure. Oh, look at this little flower. It's trying so hard. Praise the Lord. Sucks you have to give me mic. It's so what I'm currently using is a headset with a detachable microphone, but my computer doesn't recognize the microphone on the headset because I have to plug it in to the audio jack, to the headphone jack, and so it only works as headphones, it doesn't work as a microphone. And so the detachable microphone, I have added an extension cord to it to plug it into the microphone jack, and it is just sitting on my table next to me. And it's just like one of those like normal ass like wire microphones that drops down in front of your mouth. So yeah, it's janky, but it works. The other headset I was using is the USB that has a drop-down microphone, and that recognizes both when I do it that way, but it's dying. It's old. It's kind of shitty, so I need to get a new one anyway. Ooh, wonky. Whee! Anyone want to dance with me? Okay, anyway. Out of order! Okay, I have to take the stairs. Got it. Do we check every door? can't go in there. What's up? Alright. Hey. Hey. What's up? One of these is gonna be right up against the door and it's gonna scare the shit out of me. I just know it. Hey. Hello, how you do? Hello? Hello, do you have anything for me? No? Okay, goodbye. Up we go, next floor, let's do it again. Hello. Hello. Slamming open doors, what if they're getting dressed? I mean, clearly they are, because they're all naked. It's fine. These people aren't real, they're just figments of his imagination. Crystal is a perv. They're not real. It's fine. I hear rats. Or mice. Something. Alright. I am gonna open every single door. I feel like it's gonna spook me. But that's okay. That's the point of this game. Just for me to stay calm in the face of my fears. I like the music. This background music is nice. How's Tunic going? How far did you get? Nothing in here? Okay. God, how tall is this? Ooh, this is new. Didn't like that. You got the red and the green medallion? What the fuck? You're so fast! It took me so long! What? Oh my god. How did you like the music for the librarian though? Wasn't that fucking awesome? Love that soundtrack. Do I go through the wonky door, or do I continue going up and see what's upstairs? I died to him like 5 times. Yeah, he's fucking hard. I'm just gonna go through the wonky door. Ugh. Hey. I would dissect bugs for fun. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh! What? Oh, the music's gone. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going up, I guess. Suspiria hands. I wanted the... Cool. This sang the song not of a single event, they were the dull hum of a million whispers. I can always hear them. They tell me that I can never go home. Oh, we're back here! Back here after tripping balls. They were hateful, angry people. Hello, little kid. Hello, sir. Interesting. Does he... Is this the fucking guy from, The Sixth Sense? Does he see dead people that don't know they're dead? Alright, time to get high again. Let's fucking go. Drugs. 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 Alright, I need 2 more memories. Let's see if we can get 2 more. Okay, we're back at the beginning. Do what is right. Okay. I'll try. Oh! Never mind, we're not back at the beginning. That's not normal. That's also not normal. I wish I could just do what I do in Mortuary Assistant and just close the door on the spooky things. The choice is in your hand. Not hands, plural, singular hand. Oh, the recycling thing is gone. Look at those boots! Girly! A carnival?
I was telling you, you gotta get your hands dirty.
Seriously, another drug call?
I don't like that it points to myself. When I hold it like this?
I was telling you, you gotta get your hands dirty. Don't take a bullet for him. He's totally no
What? Was I supposed to do that? Oh, hello. I was supposed to do that. Yeah, no butt stabber here. I can't really interact with the world. My interactions are very limited. What's in here? Well, okay. Into the carnival! Whee! Let's go. Let's have a party. Let's go hang out at the carnival. Okay, I love carnivals and, like, specifically circuses. I love that shit. Don't know why, but I love circuses. Like, people doing really cool acrobatic stunts with fun music and clown makeup. Love that shit. Some cans. Where's the recycling? I gotta recycle. It's very important for the environment. Oh, there's a picture. Ah, there's the recycling. I started using when I was a teenager. Yeah, I mean, if you're seeing ghosts, that's understandable, homie. Shooting gallery? Can I play games? Endless. Cool. Alright, there's all my coins. I don't know what I need them for, but... Alright, let's go pay for a fortune. Let's get a fortune. You will never belong. I don't like that fortune. Let's get another one. That one's sad. Let's try again. You are permanently broken. Well then. The nightmares are you. 635, 563. Alright, so there's probably... I don't know how many different options there are. Let's just keep going until... The blood will never wash off. So we got 563, 365, 635, and I didn't read what that last one was. Alright, well, I'm gonna use my last coin on this. Death is the only way out. Cool.
That meeting, it was like a total ambush. It's like sleeping with us.
I wanna play!
I was telling you, you gotta get your hands dirty, get trenchant.
Seriously,
Aw, damn it. Oh, what the hell? Okay, hang on, hang on.
I walked into that meeting, it was like a total ambush.
These hotel sheets. All I want is a decent. Is that too much to ask? Don't take a bullet for him. He's totally not worth it.
No, I fucked up!
No, ma'am. Thank God, you're such a hero. At least you're wearing the right jump.
Hmm.
God, just kill me now.
These hotel sheets. All I want is a decent. Is that too much to ask?
Wait until the carnival comes back.
What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Huh? I'm so confused. Futile. I'm so confused. There's gotta be a way to get them all done, right? Endless and futile. Alright. Ooh! Sir, you are just a little fucked up. Alright, hypothesis. He feels guilty for participating in a war. Yo. Anyway, I'm gonna go recycle again. Oh, you're probably right! 635, right? Was that one of them? Okay, we're gonna go get this to 635 and we're gonna see what happens. You did what you had to do. This is not all your fault. Thanks. Me. Okay. Can't go in there. Look at the tent. Oh, hello. I feel like I shouldn't touch them. I feel like that's definitely a bad idea. What do I do? Oh! I have to shoot them? Okay. Interesting. Do they reset over time? Like, what is my goal here? Or are there just really that many? No, they definitely reset over time. Okay. Well then. Yeah, they reset over time. Okay. Let's see if I can get anything else from my 2 more coins. There are others like you. Okay. Confront your enemy. Ah! Well then. Well, I can't recycle cans anymore. GG. Yeah. That's it. Game's over. Flesh carnival. Okay, I'll just put that back. Oh, there's a picture over there. I saw it on the ground. Picture. What we got? I was a warrior and wanted to save the world. Oh yeah, he was a soldier and now he just feels bad about his war crimes. Got it. Got it. Alright. Let's sort them. My parents never understood me. You'd lose track of who you were, saving and who you were destroying. You never felt good and you never felt safe. There was something wrong with me. I wasn't normal. Sometimes to save something, you have to destroy something else. Self-loathing and distrust never left my side. The most unexpected thing would give them voice and power. I would dissect bugs for fun. They sang the song not of a single event. They were the dull hum of a million whispers. I can always hear them. They tell me that I can never go home. They were hateful, angry people. I started using when I was a teenager. I was a warrior. I wanted to save the world. What am I thinking? Let's try... My parents never understood me. So I started using... No. 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 That's not it. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it either. What do we think? Where do we think this starts? So these two for sure go together, right? I like... Let's see a there anything else I can... Oh, nope, it's blocked off. Never mind. This is it. This is the end. Let's try putting it at the front. I wasn't normal. Oh, I dissect bugs for fun. I feel like that's not really important. I think your military instinct is right. Yeah, like, there was just too much going on for it to not be a military thing. But now I'm just trying to figure out how to, because, like, he definitely also did drugs. Like, that's for sure a thing that happens. So, I don't know if that ties in, but, like, these three go together. Okay, let's put it, yeah, let's try working it backwards. So we'll put these three. I was a warrior, I wanted to save the world. Okay. Let's try this. Nope, that's not it. Oh, yo, I figured it out! You were right, the warrior in hearing the song. I figured it out as I read your thing, so we came to the conclusion at the same time. Good shit.
I've been running from my past for so long that I forgot what its face looked like. I see it now.
Hooray!
I see it in the faces of my brothers and sisters. I see it in the faces of those I killed. When I killed my first, I died with him, you know. With every drop spilled afterwards, I felt like I became less human and more something else. Once you understand that death is breathing down your neck, flirting with your friends, cradling your hands around a trigger, you just can't come back from that. Mistakes sometimes look like victories, and victories sometimes become mistakes. In the end, it's all just blood and war, and yet you live them over and over and over again. Thing is, I never came home from war, but this other monster did. This monster doesn't belong in civilian life. I was a prisoner in my own rage and self-loathing, trapped by nightmares and constant fear. Any noise, smell, or sight could push me off a ledge into hell. The roller coaster at that carnival must have been a real doozy. All I remember is hearing the screams and then feeling nothing but excruciating confusion. Smothering it all on something else seemed like a good idea. It wasn't. It helped take the edge off, but only pushed me further into the darkness. I didn't care. I hated everyone. All those ungrateful idiots who could never understand what those who lost their souls went through to protect them. And yet I so long to be part of it again. I lost myself. I was a ghost within shadows. I know I'm not alone. I know I can get help if I ask. The ghosts won't stop following me no matter how much I try to forget or exorcise them with drugs and booze. Perhaps now I can reach out my hand. Not for spare change, but for backup.
Good for you, dude.
I guess I could use a little backup for this one last battle.
I'm proud of him. I think there's another cat outside. I'm proud of him. He did so well. I need to let it load before I try to move. Alright! So I'm going to call the stream there today. Thanks so much for coming to hang out with me while I play this new game. I have been really excited about playing it, so I'm glad that we were able to play it together. I will be back on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, probably doing more of this, just to try and get through it. I think we've only got 2 more clients to do, because I don't think this game is very long, so, yeah, so we'll do the next 2 clients, and then I will not be here on Friday or Sunday, because I'm going to be out of town. But there will be a Monday Halloween stream, spooky stream. So make sure you tune in for that, okay? But thanks again for coming out, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a wonderful night, okay? Bye!